Namaste everybody. This is me, Garima Girali, and welcome back to my channel. And today I have a new topic for you guys, which you can probably already see. Today we're going to be talking about confidence. Confidence can mean a lot of different things to different people. Personally, for me, having more knowledge. Knowledge is a key thing that comes in when you want to be confident. You want to know what you're talking about. You want to know what you're doing. You want to know the probability of what outcome can result into the actions that you're putting in now. It can be in terms of anything. The first step towards becoming confident is that you need to find your weaknesses. You need to find the threats. You need to find where you're weak at. For me, I've always had very less confidence in the way I looked and my facial feature, my nose. I was always insecure about it. And even my body. I was a very like a skinny girl growing up. I People used to call me stick and bamboo, and I got very insecure of the way I looked. And every time I would walk somewhere or I would do I would do my makeup, the only thing that I could focus on would be my nose because I used to be so insecure by it. You need to find out what bothers you. What are your traits? What is the thing that actually makes you weak? It can be anything. It can be one of your body features. It can be the way you look. It can be people criticizing you, stuff like that. You need to find what makes you feel like you're losing your confidence. Now, after the first step of you figuring out what are your weaknesses, and the second thing is to challenge yourself and overcome that fear. That's how you become confident. For me, the way I looked and my body has always given me insecure vibes. Even though growing up, I used to go to so many public speaking platforms, I went to so many pageantries, I was still insecure. Even though I showed up being very confident, in somewhere inside me was very insecure about me. And I think until and unless you're secured from inside, what you show outside to the world to believe does not actually matter. My friends used to tell me, how are you so confident? How can you go to an event and host the whole event? How can you do that? The truth is, I used to be very scared, but I used to show outside that I'm pretty confident on what I'm doing. Before, I used to go to the public speaking places when I was a kid. I used to do those because I was also very used to it at that point. My mom kept doing so many things for me that kept making me go into the uncomfortable zones, and I kept growing up. And initially, I became this person who was not scared anymore to do it because it's just become like a norm for me. It comes out so naturally and easily for me. But even though I felt that way outside, inside there were still so many things that I needed to work on. I started working on myself. I started saying, this is my body and I love the way I look. If I do not love, and if there is something that I can do about it, then I will do something about it. My nose, I've always been so insecure by it. I started looking at it and I said, this is a part of me. This is essentially a part that forms me. And instead of being appreciative, I should stop criticizing it. And the reason I kept criticizing was because people kept pointing at this. People kept saying, oh, your nose is crooked, this. And then I started taking it. That's what caused me to be a insecure and unconfident person, because I started believing them, which is what we shouldn't do. People will always try to put you down Because when you look like you're so confident, they will always try to drag you down because that's something they lack on, and we let them get to us. I did. I also let people get to me, and at the end of the day, I was this person who was not confident in myself anymore. And a very important thing for actually being confident is that you believing that you are a confident person. Until and unless you tell yourself, I am confident and I believe in myself, trust me, no one will ever think you're confident, or they will either respect you. Because if you do not give the respect and love to yourself, you cannot expect other person to give you that respect or that treatment or think that you're confident, because you're not confident in yourself first. In order for other people to perceive that, oh my god, this is such a confident young person, or anybody, she's so confident, she knows what she's talking about, you need to realize and you need to feel that you are a confident person. And until unless you feel that, I am sorry, darling, but people will never think that you're a confident person. A lot of times we don't take the initiatives to do something, we don't take the initiatives to answer something, right? For example, I go to college now, and a lot of times, sometimes I also get scared saying answers because I feel like, oh my god, it might be wrong. So what? So what? And this is something that I tell to myself as well, and I'm telling you, everybody with me together. So what? Life is all about making mistakes. This is what I've been telling about from the first day of my YouTube channel. Life is all about making mistakes and learning from it. Being perfect is boring. Trust me, I do not want to be perfect, and I'm very grateful that I'm imperfect and the way I am. So in order to build confidence, you need to accept wholly the way you look, the way you are. That's how you build confidence. And then stop being scared of judgments and failures, or you're going to be wrong. Because, like I said, you can't be perfect. Okay, let's say you got the right answer now. What about tomorrow? You can't be right all the time. There's no way, because we're all imperfect. Imperfection is what makes a person perfect. So stop being scared of those, and stop taking other people's criticism into you very like personally and everything from your heart, because there are going to be so many people who's going to talk so many things about you. If you will start taking all of those criticism and negative energies, trust me, no one can survive in this world. No one can. Because our brain already produces more than 40,000 of thoughts, almost more than 80% of the thoughts that comes to our brain. It's already negative. How many more negative vibes that do you want? Like, your thoughts are already so negative, and you want to add more. When people criticize me, I try to look at the positive side. I try to look, maybe there is something that I need to change about it. I look at it that way, and I start working myself. I take the criticism as a advantage for me to look if that is something actually I lack and I need to work on to become the best version of myself. And that's how you grow confidence. Take the criticism, take the bullet, but not in a negative way. If that affects you, it's better not to take it and just leave it. But if you can take it and turn that aspect into a positive outcome, then definitely do so. Confidence also is something that is not like you can do a master's on and then you can just be like, oh my god, I've got a degree now, I can be confident all life now. That's not how it works. It's a learning process. You need to keep putting yourself out there, keep working, and keep making yourself uncomfortable by being confident and being courageous, taking risk, taking a leap of faith into an unknown. That's how people grow and become confident. So another thing about like the confidence is like, it's an ongoing process. Yes, you will get there, and I really want to also get there where I no longer have to think about, oh, should I answer this, or should I do this, should I take the leadership from here on, should I say something about this. I want to be there as well. But for me to be in that stage, there's a whole process, and the process is now starting now believing in yourself. If you have some insecurities on yourself, then you need to start working it on from now on, and you make sure that you fix the reason that's making you feel low about yourself, and change that into something that you can be confident on. My when I used to be so, I'll tell you a true story based on mine. When I used to go high school, trust me, I used to be so skinny. I used to layer up at least 3 to 4 trousers to make sure I look thick. That's how sad and pathetic my mental state was. Because I was so done with people telling me I look skinny, I look like a bamboo, like, does my family not feed me? I was so tired of these comments. And instead of me getting back and dealing and saying, this is the way I look, and I really don't care what you think about me, because I know I eat, I know my family don't treat me bad. Yes, they do give me good food. I didn't have that much confidence because I started doubting myself. I used to wear 3, 4 layers of trousers just so I could look thick. Yes, I used to do that. Even now, when I think of it, it's kind of funny, but it's just so sad. It's very sad. But then I started realizing, if this is my body, this is something that I need to be comfortable with. If other people tell me I am skinny and I'm bamboo, well, if it's not bothering me, then if it's bothering you, then it's fine. It can bother you. It's totally fine, because I actually don't care, because I love the way I look. And I wanted to gain weight. To gain weight, I used to eat eggs, so many eggs, until I would puke, until I would like actually vomit. I used to drink those protein powder. I used to, I did a lot of stuff, unhealthy stuff for myself, just so I could gain a little weight and then show people that, oh, I am not skinny anymore. When I started gaining weight, it was not that much, but I realized this is not who I am. I'm really not comfortable with the way I look. And I wanted to lose weight. Instead of me criticizing myself and trying to become something who I am not. But I also take that in a very good, great lesson, because that's when I realized I actually don't feel confident in the shape that I'm right now. And then I started taking care of my body. And I said, this is not me. I don't feel comfortable and I don't feel confident. So I started going to the gym. I started working out, and I started telling myself, I love the way I look, and I'm doing everything that I can to stay physically fit, mentally fit. That's what matters. Your physical looks, your face, it's all gonna go one day. You're gonna become old. These are like a very temporary thing. But your physical fitness and your mental fitness is very important. If you have a good mentality, if you have a strong mindset, that's more than enough to become a confident person. Confidence is all about building up. It's not going to come to you in a day. It's something that you need to keep doing repeatedly, making it a habit. And it just comes out of you so naturally. Like, you don't have to try it anymore, because your body, your brain is used to it. You don't have to think twice or thrice before asking a question or even answering a question. And having the mentality that it's okay if it's wrong, it's fine, I'll learn something from it. And that mentality is going to take you very far away. Even now, when I go to stage, trust me, I still feel nervous. My heart will be like racing inside. Miss Laval North America in 2021, I was scared. My heart was beating so fast. But my brain was very used to it. I knew the process because I've done it over and over so many times. And every time it has worked out perfectly fine, because I believe in myself. I believe in myself that when I go there and when I stand in front of those judges, when I go there and when I start performing in that stage, it does not matter what happens to me inside. I know I am not going to mess it up. That's the confidence. And that confidence has, trust me, helped me win everywhere I go. From um, from Nepal to Turkey to Minnesota to even in New York, it has helped me a lot. Just initiating those questions, asking those questions has helped me a lot. This is a way, it's a long way that I have been doing my whole life. And yet, there are so many things that I need to learn about this. So, if you want to become that person, you can definitely start now. And trust me, you will get there. If you're not going to start now, I don't know if you're going to reach there or not. But as we say, slow and steady always wins the race. And be the slow one. Make, take it slowly from being comfortable about your own body facials and um, insecurities to challenging yourself, saying that I am perfect and I'm totally fine, to coming in a state and say, yes, it actually does not bother anymore, and to a stage where you come and actually tell people and teach people that you can be confident. And that's just beautiful. I love it. I love the fact that on my journey I can share it all with people who watch me and support me, and I'm so grateful and thankful that you guys actually listen to this. And yeah, it's like I am also growing myself, and the more you're watching this video, my energy is also passing to you, and I can also feel your energy, and I'm really grateful and thankful for that. Thank you so much. And if you have any comments, thoughts, please feel free to comment down and let me know. So thank you so much for watching this video, and have a great night or day wherever you are. Peace out.